Good day, my name is Katerina Kobetz. I am a student of the 9th grade of Корюківської Lyceum number 1. People always wanted to communicate with each other. They have been looking for a unique language to communicate. Today the space belongs to English. Combining native and non-native speakers, English is the most commonly spoken in the world. This was the standard language for communication. Nowadays, English has become the world's most important language in politics, science, business, and cultural relations. It's the language of computer technologies. English is one of the official language of the UNO and other political organizations.
It became interesting to learn about the roots of English. I'd like to present my research on topic the history of English. The purpose of my work is to study the history of this language and investigate the origins of English. 2,000 years ago, England was known as Britain, and the people who lived there were called the Britons. They belonged to the Celts. The Celts were the first inhabitants and spoke the Celtic language, but it didn't contribute many words to modern English. The first century BC Britain was conquered by the Romans. The high culture and 400 years of their rule set deep roots in Britain. The Romans spoke Latin, and nowadays English has such Latin words as street, kitchen, cup, cheese, wine, wall, paper. There were three periods in the history of English. Each of the periods is marked by a set of specific features of phonology, grammar, and vocabulary. The first period is the Old English or Anglo-Saxon. In fact, English is a Germanic language. In 449 AD, the Britons were conquered by Germanic tribes called Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. They forced the Britons to learn their languages. The Anglo-Saxons contributed to the English formation most of all. Thanks to them we have English and such words as England, man, eat, drink, child. During this period, Latin Scandinavian words came into English too. The second period is the Middle English. In the middle of the 11th century, the inhabitants of northern France conquered Britain. French words came into English. The examples of such words are country, prison, religion, prince, princess, royal, baron, adventure, change, fruit, letter, literature, magic, family, mirror, question, special, and others. Period is the New English. William Shakespeare was the most prominent name in the literary life of the New English period. A lot of new words, idioms, and grammatical constructions were created by him. For example, the green-eyed monster, fair play, vanish into thin air. Like many other languages, English is spoken in different ways. In the 19th century, variation in speech became more and more a thing of special class, and the idea of the Queen English was born. This was a standard that all educated people should speak.
I hope the results of my investigation will be useful for those who are fond of English. To sum it up, I want to say that history of this language is rich and very interesting. Thanks for attention.